Yeah, then the next game is Fashion Police Squad. This game is a Doom game, and it's also really freaking good too. What is interesting to me about this is we have so many boomer shooters like Doom inspired games, and they're always like they go for the dark metal kind of like heavy metal 80s aesthetic. Like everyone just like because that's just it's just cool, right?
Yeah.
But this game is like, hey, like let's like I don't know, be like really flamboyant and like for the gays, you know, like let's just make the like the LGBTQ shooter. Like it's so fun. It's so full of life. So it has so much soul.
I love the
But
style of this game.
yeah, and this is how you maneuver around. You have a whip that's your belt, and you kind of swing around. Anyways, off track. What it does, yeah, okay. So what it does is you're basically a cop, but you're not a cop. You're a fashion police. You're going around and solving fashion crimes, and people who like have horrible, like who work in offices or work in all these places. They wear drab, you know, outfits and stuff. But your job as a fashion police is to correct their wrongs. So, for example, the sewing machine gun you can only use against guys in baggy suits because you want to pin up their suits and make them look good, right? Then you have a confetti gun, which you use against guys who are really sad, depressed salarymen, you know. But what is really cool is it takes my favorite mechanic from Doom Eternal, which is like Doom Eternal has this thing where like certain guns are good against certain guys. Like, okay, this gun is good against this dude, and if you're smart, you're going to use that gun against them, right? But in this game, it's like, okay, the sewing machine gun can only ever be used against the guys in the baggy suits. So you can't do damage to guys who aren't in baggy suits, right? So it's on one hand, it requires you to be really fast and really quick on your feet, and it also encourages you to swap guns and be moving around and trying to figure out like where to go, where to place things. And yeah, it's a really just competent shooter. And if you like Doom Eternal, you like that weapon swapping, shooting up, and like figuring out the best way to attack a situation, is definitely there. But yeah, it's just like it's also if you're really into like RuPaul, like drag, it has that sort of humor. So if you're like super into that, it's definitely like cool. Yeah, it's surprisingly competent. I was shocked. I was like, dude, this game is actually really sick. Yeah, and there's a JoJo
Yeah, JoJo reference. Oh, I forgot to mention there's a JoJo reference in very early in Curse to Golf as well. There's a power called Time Stop.
Yeah, look, so this is the first guy okay, so what's cool is you have this little shotgun, it's a confetti gun. You shoot dudes, dull suit, two drab. You shoot them and they become really nice and happy look. Dashing. But then there's also these like billboards all around. You shoot those too to like liven up the neighborhoods and like bring life back into them and take away the corporate, you know, drab.
They live ass shit going on.
Yeah. And then also that shotgun has a secondary attack, which is for everything that's like super bright. You can suck the color out of. It's like, okay, this color is way too dramatic. Let's suck the colors out of it, and then you can use that. You can get like a super shotgun effect. It's just it's really smart. And you get the whip, which you can use to like break things and jump around and find hidden stuff. But yeah, if you've played Doom, it's just Doom, but like with a different, you know, skin. But it's a very welcome, different look. And it's also you have to cut ribbons instead of get key cards. So you gotta go find like the red scissors to cut the red ribbon.
Cool.
And like it's very, very fun. Definitely recommend it. Again, like the laser can only hit the dudes on the bikes, or you can suck it from like fire hydrants. Yeah, it's just super cool.